The S&P 500 and Nasdaq are at a key resistance level. Futures are down and oil is ticking higher. Guys, let's get into the charts. Let's break it down. Also, I really want to highlight a stock that's been on a steep decline for a prolonged period of time. And right now, it's pushing against a key support level that could be the bottom. I'm talking about Sofi. Guys, my name is Helene Markham, and I'm a hedge strategist on the CheckQ's options trading team, where I've helped manage trade alert services for our clients for the past 10 years. My goal is to help make you a more successful trader. Of course, this is all for educational purposes, and trading incurs risk, but let's jump into the charts. Now, if you guys subscribe to my channel, then you know that I was looking at the S&P 500 in an earlier video just the other day, and I was noting that it was pushing up against this key resistance level, right? We're looking at the counter channels, we're looking at the 20-day EMA. It's been on a prolonged downtrend, and typically when that occurs, a stock ETF index is going to trade at or below that middle counter channel, making a series of lower highs and lower lows. That's exactly what we've seen for the S&P 500. Additionally, guys, we can see that many times over the past month or so, the index has traded down to oversold conditions, which is below that lower counter channel, and then it's rallied up into the 20-day EMA and failed before trading further down. And that is exactly the setup that we're seeing right here, right now, leading into Monday, right? Wednesday and Thursday, we saw highs at that 20-day EMA, right at that middle channel, and it hit its head on that moving average and traded down off of it. I said that I'm expecting further price action down from here, mainly because we have not seen a real resolution with Iran, and also because we are on this confirmed sell signal. Additionally, we're seeing oil prices continue to rise. All of this is bearish for the index or the overall market. So what I'm expecting is further price action down from here. That's exact level that I'm watching tomorrow, Monday morning, that 6,600 level. And with that, I also wanted to highlight Nasdaq, right? Nasdaq, here we are looking at the Nasdaq composite. Similar story here, guys. We've seen this decline, this confirmed sell signal for Nasdaq from mid-February, where we saw that 21-day EMA cross below the 63-day EMA. That's a sell signal, that's a bearish sign for the index. Since then, you can see, guys, it's been trading consistently at or below that middle counter channel, making lower highs, lower lows, consistently reaching that middle channel and then failing and trading lower. Now, why do I say it's failing? Well, that 20-day EMA often can test to see if we're going to see a change in trend, right? So what we see in very strong bearish trends and prolonged bearish trends, right, is the rally up to the 20-day EMA, failure to break above it, and then trading down. If we were to be breaking above the 20-day EMA, that could mean that we're seeing a change in the trend, a bottoming for this correction. So as you can see, we have that similar setup here for Nasdaq that we have for the S&P, right? The index sold off, it dipped below that lower counter channel, very oversold, very likely for a rally, which I had been saying leading into this over the last couple of weeks. So what was it? Not last week, but the week before. I said, we're so oversold. We're due for a rally in the short term. That's exactly what we saw last week, right? We saw trading up into that, towards that middle counter channel. And right now we're just sitting at this key level. The market's trying to decide which way it's going to go. It was a really strong rally too, which I want to know. But I did not see and have not seen signs of a true bottom for this correction. Why am I saying that? Well, we've seen no resolution with Iran at this point, just feelings of optimism. We also have continued to see oil spiking. Both of these are negative for stocks. Additionally, we have not seen a true capitulation day, a washout day, a spike in the VIX that would tell me that we have this confirmed bottom. Now, we don't have to see, in my opinion, both the washout day and resolution in Iran. We just need to see one or the other. That would be enough, in my opinion, to move the indices to new highs and see that bottom put in for this correction. But until that occurs, I see further price action down. I also want to say that that Truth Social post that came out, I don't think that it helped the situation. I don't think that it helped uncertainty and fear within the market. So I am expecting further price action down from here, but I am watching these key levels, that 20-day EMA. And I've had a number of people comment saying, hey, technicals don't matter when there's a war going on. And I could not disagree more. Okay, because yes, I know a war creates volatility, uncertainty. Um, a lot of those, higher risk times within the market, but the technicals still matter. They help to make sense of what's going on in the market because our idea as technical traders is that all known information is shown on the charts and that we can make sense of what's going on in the charts using technical analysis. So for me, if anything, I'm leaning even more onto my technical analysis during uncertain times, during volatile times, during even war times here. To make sense of the price action, to come up with reasonable explanations for what's occurring and what could happen next, and position accordingly. So because of that, I find technical analysis so important, especially right now when there's so much volatility and uncertainty in the market. And with that, guys, I did want to highlight one setup that I'm watching very closely right now. It's for SoFi. So let's jump into the chart. Okay, guys, here is the 1 year chart for SoFi. As you can see, it's been on this prolonged downtrend from just about November, right? It peaked out in November, traded down, confirmed sell signal with that 21-day EMA trading below that 63-day EMA, confirming the sell signal in January. And we saw after that point, it slid lower, going from around 27 or so down right now to just around 16. Now, I'm really watching this level that it's at right now because looking back, I can see that a previous resistance level was right around 15 for the stock. Of course, now on that downtrend, that turns into a support level. So right around 15 is a key support level. Let's zoom in on the recent price action to show you why I'm really watching it right now. Okay, here's the zoomed in price action for SoFi. And this is why that 15 level is so important to me because we can see that the last number of trading days, it's actually been hitting that 15 level and bouncing off, right? It hasn't actually made a significant move below 15. And so on Monday, I'm really watching SoFi to see if it's going to break below that 15 level because this is now key support. If it breaks down below it, I would expect further price action down from here. But if it starts trading up and above that 15 level and making shorter term higher highs and higher lows, well, then I might be watching SoFi thinking that it's potentially put in a bottom here. What are your thoughts? Do you think that SoFi has bottomed out and is going to trade higher from here? Or do you think that it's headed lower? Put it in the comments, guys. I want to know. Monday's trading is going to act as a very key day to determine where the price action is going in the short term for the broader market, right? We saw S&P 500, Nasdaq, they're both at this key resistance level. And if it breaks higher, we could be headed higher from here. But if it bounces off of that resistance level, trades down lower, I would expect further price action down from here. I'm expecting personally to see it trade lower. I'm expecting further lows in the short term from here, fresh new lows. And I'm watching very closely for signs of a bottom, of signs that we're seeing a resolution or maybe oil coming down. But that is why Monday is so important to me because we are at this precipice. It's going to go either direction. Where do you think that we are headed? Definitely let me know in the comments, guys. I want to know your thoughts here. If you haven't already, please give a like, subscribe. I'm so thankful that you guys watched and are tagging along. I love getting to break down the charts and show you what I'm seeing in the market here. So thank you so much for giving me the opportunity to do just that. And I hope that you guys have a great rest of your day. And if there's anything that you want me to take a look at, any stocks that you want me to break down, please throw it in the comments. I'd love to take a look at some stocks and charts that you are wanting me to do.